Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tenors here and welcome back to our Holy Roman Empire campaign. You join us outside Venice with Pisco the Manhunter. Interesting. Yes, of course, we're taking on Venice. We're going to slay the Venetians in their home city. And with that, we should be clearing the way to Rome. Let's head in. Well, of course, when you open the gate, they are not ready for the battle at all. They have men at all different positions, and they get themselves trapped, such as these guys over here. So, these Pavese crossbowmen seem to have got themselves stuck between a big pile of my units, which is ideal. Let's just get my general round to see if he can snipe off the other Pavese crossbowmen, because if we can get them, it'd be very nice indeed. I think they were too far the other side of the city, and yeah, I think they managed to get most of the way to the plaza at this point. Bit of an awkward, cloudy morning for all of this nonsense. Yeah, indeed, the other Pavese crossbowmen have made it. Let's get everyone running in then, please. Get some nice early shots in. And we can get all of my men to shoot these Pavese crossbowmen. We should be able to win all of that nonsense. So, General. We've got these guys completely crushed. That is all good, fine and dandy. But yeah, it would be very nice if we can start shooting them down before they start shooting us down. So yeah, those Pavese crossbowmen are going to start getting some very filthy powerful shots in against us. So, you guys pull yourself back here. These guys probably just need to pull themselves back a little bit as well, actually. Just run back, lads. Yeah, these lads in the plaza are really the most awkward ones here. It's good for me we've already taken one out sneakily, so the other ones, yeah, we're just going to charge some cavalry in and just see if that will just clear out a few of them, because I could really do with yeah, them not shooting in at us. So I'm just going to charge in. Be very careful about all of this. Dogs who really shouldn't be barking right now. I'm too busy trying to kill the Pavese lads. Now, if they could get chunked down, out, putting in the knights, that would be lovely.
Our men are
good. For some reason, they don't want to react. Now, these guys are all shooting to these guys in the second row here. That'll be perfect. That means you've largely chopped up these chaps, and I suspect it's probably, I might well tease them in, but if it doesn't, that's good. Good. I think we just about cleared them all out. So, send the cavalry back, please. Cavalry, just run out of there. Don't worry about any of that nonsense. Pavese crossbowmen are down to 18. Okay. Send that general back in just to finish him off. They're getting shot down there on the plaza as well. Just managed to finish this guy, and then I think we'll be in a good position just to shoot them all down. The wedge of the knights is coming in, but whilst yeah, the idea of the wedge is to kind of break up the formation, I've actually got several different lines here, which means the damage to any one unit will hopefully be minimal. What it does mean as well, though, is that my general is back here. Might be able to get a good hit into there. Oh no, just be careful actually, General. General, you just get yourself out of there. Right, all of my missile men, you just start shooting them. My spearmen can take out these knights. It's a bit of an awkward one, but because I've got them so thinly spread, they should manage to avoid any breaking. Just means, yeah, as I said, minimal losses to each unit. Now, my general himself is fairly happy, sort of hiding out on that side street whilst we shoot out these hospitalier. The general's probably got back there as well, just so that you know. Might be a good idea to send this general the long way around to keep him safe, but we'll just see what they do. We'll go from there. The first unit taken out, then it's time to go and deal with the rest of them. General, probably pull out of there. Just pull out of there, pull down that street. Don't worry about these lads, if we can keep them distracted, that's fine. Just run down the side street for now. You can probably handle yourself if they do want to come for you, but for the time being you can just hang out over there. Another unit though is coming to the front, and that is actually the general on this occasion, so probably a good idea to keep my general close. Yeah, this is going to cause a few problems for my my infantry now. There's a lot of them coming in at once.
The enemy has
now,
lost half his army.
These guys decide to chase us down. They have indeed. Okay, so I reckon we'll be alright here for a little while. No, actually, it's really not going very well at all. It's not going very well at all. You, sir, pull out of all of that. In fact, just get out of the city. Just run out of there. Just run out of there. The rest of the battle should be absolutely fine. That has at least distracted a unit, kept them out of the big melee over here. Now, yeah, he's now getting out of there, which is probably a good plan. Well, these guys are shooting into the flank. Yes, they're shooting to these guys. My main general can just come up here and support. Just be a good bit of moral support if nothing else. How are you doing, sir? You're not being chased down, are you? No, I think you're safe at this point. So he's done a little bit of work. He's kept one unit busy. You can probably come and join up with the rest of them at this point. Yeah, come up over here, sir. You've done your work. Nicely done. It was awfully brave of you, but now you just look a bit stupid. So we'll just chunk these guys down slowly but surely. Officially, we only have about a minute until we win. I guess I've got a foot or two on the plaza somewhere. And now I've got my crossbowmen right at the front, ready to shoot them down. If they want to charge in, honestly, there's not many of them left. We have plenty of our infantry in just about an inch behind these lads, so we'll be able to defend them pretty easily, all things considered. I'll just speed this up as it comes to it. Yeah, they are going to come in. All infantry then. Charge ahoy! Charge ahoy! So we just lost a few of them there because the infantry don't know how to charge. But it's all absolutely fine. We'll get them taken out. All of you chaps pull out of there. They've actually fled because they're utter gibbons. But otherwise, it's all fine and dandy. Just charge them. Yeah, look, they're absolutely brilliant. Just brilliant. The whole point of your infantry was that you stop them from dying. Anyway, victories for us there. It doesn't really matter. I've just got victory at this point because I'm on the plaza, but I don't really count that as official victory. All units onto the general. Everyone get on top of him. Chunk him down. He doesn't get to die a good honourable death. No, there he goes. With Venice under our control, then it's time to build ourselves a mosque, get the city converted, and obviously invest some of that money from the sacking. So some mining networks and other little projects are in play, and I think it's time to think of our next move. Now the Pope's men are marching north. Pope himself is still hanging out in Rome, of course, but the conversion forces are starting to do their work. Now, Venice itself is only 2% Islam, so probably a good plan to start sending people over in that direction. So you, sir, head over in that direction. Marvellous stuff. Probably should actually focus on getting some more imams out, but yeah, we are out for the moment. So probably best to end our turn, see what comes along. For the time being, though, I think we've managed to push back one of the major forces of Venice. Maybe time to go and grab Zagreb and Ragusa. Big victory for us at sea over the Spanish, just to make sure that we keep ourselves safe. We actually are lacking ports over here, aren't we? Should probably get those built at this point. So, no, it's just a weird graphic. I think I'm used to playing Rome at the moment, where the ports are much more obvious. Oh well. That aside, Venice had decided to lay siege to us with a tiny force that was wandering towards Innsbruck. So it is said that you would attack me out of fear? No, I did attack you because it hasn't been my turn. I will now come and attack you. So good old Councillor Ben Soto de Raffel will go down, and honestly, he is not interesting at all. We'll have him slaughtered for breakfast. Just outside the city then, ready to take them on. A few early crossbow bolts coming in. That's just going to hit this front line. Why won't I activate them? I've got my weakened chaps at the front just to hopefully break any charge from these knights. There are actually quite a few of the knights in here. Just charge these guys in. And it's probably a good idea at this point just to send the cavalry thundering across. So, good old knights, you get yourselves over there. These guys are just going to break the charge, and by that I mean they're going to get themselves completely broken. So, good charge there. Dealt with that problem before. Oh, for Pete's sake, guys. Of course I would have forgotten to do that. Right, you guys go and do that. You charge into there, deal with all of this lot. General, anytime you want to... Okay, the charges are so slow to get in action, aren't they, on this? I really have forgotten that. Right, you guys charge into that position. That'd be absolutely fine. Get the spear militia to start charging forwards as well. Wouldn't be a bad idea to send a few more men over to support this area. Yeah, actually, I think they might struggle just a little bit. We have actually pushed them back, but I think we took quite a few bits of damage there. Okay. All missiles, shoot into those guys. Can I get my general to move? Oh, it's too late now, isn't it? Yeah, it's too late. He's been charged again. Okay, at this point, let's get all the units onto them, apart from this guy over here. He's going to help us take out the general. Right. I don't think these guys are particularly happy. Just get all these chaps moving in this direction. Come on, get over there. There we go. That's the Venetians breaking. You're not really supposed to be stuck into these chaps. You're supposed to be shooting them down, but oh well, you know what, if you're keeping them distracted, then that's something, eh? Right. General should be able to do the job here. He's down to 11. There we go. He's gone, which is good news indeed. The narrator man couldn't be bothered to tell us about it, but with that, we're in a pretty good position. I think, yeah, that is it. That is it. That is it. I was going to tell the missiles to just focus on those chaps, but no, it seems like we've broken them, and with that, victory is fairly well certain now. Some clear superiority in that battle for sure, but we've got no general to ransom, and frankly there's not even 80 troops, so we don't really gain any reputation for this. It's probably worth ransoming what we've got. They've rejected, and with that, the Venetians have been slain. Marvellous work. As for Bologna, it's looking a bit sad right now. I'm not 100% sure why. Probably get the Shisha then sorted out. Town Guard is coming through, which would be great. Just the public order, if nothing else at this stage. Yeah, grain exchange, please. The problem is we've got this annoying incidents here where we've kind of been forced into a really early game, which means we've had no chance to build up our infrastructure. Some of these towns are just despicably weak. On the other side of that, though, there are the odd heretic we can probably snipe off. That'd be good. Gain ourselves a bit of extra faith for that. Lovely. Bonus piety for us. And with that, I think Venice can retrain once more. Now we should probably just merge what we can. That'll be fine. And yeah, we'll just get you two retrained. As for the rest of it, yeah, why not get ourselves a ballista? They're always fun to defend the town. We should probably get a spy, actually. Just in this direction to start moving onward. So, get yourself a spy over there. Back over here. Oh, yes. When we killed off those, was it a Spanish force that landed here last time? When I killed them off, we managed to get ourselves Man of the Hour, which is great. So, that puts us in a better position. Spanish haven't sallied or haven't attacked us yet, so we're not sallying at them. We're just going to see if they attack us next turn, because I imagine that they will. Don't really want to let it in longer than that, or we'll start taking some losses to attrition. Although, get ourselves another Imam over there. That should help us as we go forward. And over here, we can probably now afford ourselves another unit. Actually, I did send the boat back, but I probably... I guess I'll retrain it, but I guess what I actually want to do is go and get the boat to send a few more troops over to Rome. That would be a nice plan indeed. Okay, so we actually already have a spy over here, so I'm going to send him in this direction just to make sure we look at Ragusa and we can deal with them in good time. Polish seem to have no forces near our border. That continues to be fairly safe. As for Stockholm over here, our governor, he's quite a good governor in many ways. A bit of a shame he's kind of stuck over here by doing nothing. But well, it's not the end of the world, to be honest. He's got some chivalry. This town does need to grow, so that's a positive, I suppose. Good old Manfred man is hanging out over there in Oslo. We'll just send him back over to our house. Might give us a better position to do some spying from. Possibly a better idea for the this chap to get back over this area, because we've got really anyone to look after these towns. We've got Tancred over here, but he's not a chivalrous chap, so there's no need to send him there. I'd much rather someone who can help us out when it comes to the population growth. Now this is 63% Islam now. No need to spend any of our good old imams over there, but we'll do it in Florence. I say that Genoa is the one where we have the guild, so I'm already getting one there. Okay, yeah, we'll go with Florence. We'll get another one out here just for the sheer weight of imams converting the region. Okay, possibly it's a bit of an end turn situation here. I need a turn or so just to recover. Some of my men are a bit battered at this point. Some fresh knights coming in from Innsbruck. Should probably, just send down the rest of that cav as well. As for the north, I just need to be a bit careful. It's starting to get a little bit low on the old public order. Hamburg is now a city as well, which in many ways is good for our economy. In some ways, not so good because it's not going to be so happy automatically. But in general, quite happy with how this is going right now. We've got to defend Toledo, and this is going to be an interesting ordeal for these chaps. They've got themselves 2 rams. Rams are not particularly good at a fortress. Too many towers to burn them down. Siege towers only get you to the first wall, so this ladder might be all they're left with come at the final gate. But they do have themselves plenty of little town militia here. And bear in mind, we only actually have 2 units of spearmen. In fact, one is chopped up in half. So we're going to struggle a little bit when it comes to having enough men for the walls. But what we can do is use this catapult inside just as we pin them in the second gate. So this should be interesting indeed. Let's head in, see if we can defend this town. Prince Arias over here is going to take us on. Not remarkable in any way. Let's beat off the Spanish. Oh, I do love a defence of a fortress, and this should be fun indeed. I'm going to get some cavalry out here. Not necessarily a standard move, but they're not an awful lot of use in the city, so might as well at least get the mailed knights out here. That should close the gates behind them. I've just got some of the small units just at the start here, just to get a few extra arrows in. We'll see what damage they can do. Now, if we get these guys just ready to do a little charge, yeah, just turn around, get a little charge into these guys. We should be able to hit them just before those Frankish knights turn up. So, with any luck, we're going to do a little bit of damage, keep them busy, slow them down, and that should be fun indeed. So, get yourselves into these chaps. Thank you very much, guys. We should be absolutely fine just to chunk these guys down at the start here. Now, with any luck, yeah, we're going to win this. The towers will keep on shooting. We have the crossbowmen to get some extra fire in. This is all ideal. Now, once these guys get themselves killed, they do have themselves Death Alley over here. One of my three units of crossbowmen, myself, the catapult, and the spearmen over here by the gate and the walls. So that should be fun. As for the rest of this, I should probably start getting these guys out of here because I don't think they're going to like it very much. So come out of there. We'll let the towers do their filthy work. And I think, yeah, we've largely killed them off. You are supposed to be running because there's more spearmen coming, and we've already lost a lot of our knights. However, slow them down. Let's get them busy for a little bit. And that's really the main thing. The crossbowmen here can get some beautiful shots in. I'm going to trigger all the towers, and that will be quite fun. Oh, they won't be liking any of this. Right, crossbowmen, you shoot into the spearmen. We're going to turn around and finish off these Frankish knights. This will be a good way to start this off. The rest of them are following in behind. They've kind of left this original ram here. They're a little bit confused as to what to do. So, yes. That's quite fun. Right, mercenary spearmen, they do need to get shot. This general should have done his job by now. Indeed, he has. Need to be a little bit careful because yeah, there's only 1 second gate here, so I need to make sure this general doesn't get himself murdered for no good reason. They've still got themselves plenty of cavalry to catch us if we're not careful, especially this unit here. They're very quick indeed. This unit of town militia are gone, which is ideal. We can clear some out nice and early. I'll be very happy indeed. Those Frankish knights are a bit on the brutal side, but yeah, let's not get too over the top of these chaps. Hit those mercenary crossbowmen in the back. They won't particularly like it either. Getting a little bit close to the rest of their units now. Yeah, oh, they're walking straight through the rest of them. Okay, that's a hit. With a hit, I'm going to immediately pull them out. Just get it straight out of there, sir. Do not get yourself killed. Over here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So those crossbowmen have been absolutely splattered. And we look like we've largely done the work we can do over here. These two rams are... yeah, to be honest, you'd expect them to have burnt down since they've been shot permanently by these towers. But no. No, the towers are this bad at getting rid of the rams. Just terrible. At this point, they're actually trying to reverse the ram through the other ram. Not quite sure what they're trying to achieve, but it kind of works for me. So all is good. Probably a good time to send this general back inside. He's done plenty of work. No need to get himself completely murdered. I reckon this mailed knight unit will do one last charge into these little militias over here. No one's too near the gate, so no worries of any of that. Actually, Mr. General... oh, no, actually, I think we'll leave that to the mailed knights. But yeah, if we could keep those guys busy, that would be perfect. 18. They should be completely destroyed by that. Good, they're pretty much gone. Go to those town militia, see if we can just deal them a blow. I don't quite know why they're not supporting these units, but well, it works for me. I haven't even got into the first walls yet. Probably best for them to retreat at this point though, because yeah, I think they're going to start struggling with numbers, aren't they? Tell you what, just line up here. Might just be able to sneak another charge in. Maybe not. Maybe not. They're a little bit too close now, lads. You're going to have to stand here and fight. Fight them down. just run around the city now. You've probably pushed it a bit too far, haven't you? That's alright, you guys run over here. That's absolutely fine. We'll get them shot down. The tower is finally coming in, and if the tower's going to come in, does that mean I want to send these guys away? Possibly does, you know. Possibly does. They're nearly out of ammo. I reckon they might as well stay there and keep on shooting. These chaps, though, they could possibly be useful later on. At this point, they have one unit right at the front here who's trying to guard us, and the ram has been burnt down to the ground, which means, yeah, this siege tower is now the main issue that we need to be dealing with. And I guess if they're about to go and claim the walls, we better just get ourselves off here, lads. Yeah, you guys try and retreat. I don't know if you actually managed to make it or not, but we'll try and get them out of there. Might as well use them for the next set of walls. Get out of there, lads. Apparently these lads never left. They were definitely supposed to have left. Come on, guys, get out of there. Over this way. Thank you very, very much. Get yourselves back into this area. Looks like the first few men have made it to the second gate, and it's not particularly friendly welcome, is it? No, it's not. We've got ourselves rains of crossbows coming in from the sky. That's normally where rain comes from, of course. And yeah, more and more men come, but there is no equipment coming with them right now, which is something that AI does like to do sometimes. Are they actually sending any of the equipment? The siege tower can't come with them. Where is that other ram and the... Okay, you kind of need this, lads. The city's not over there. Is it... Do you even know how to siege, lads? They've brought a ladder, and these guys are going to ram Steve into the face of the gate. Yeah, that's going to do the job. No, I don't think this is going very well for them over here. No. Alright, they are actually sending in some ladders, though, up against my mercenary spearmen. That's good news indeed. The police are up here. Honestly, they're pretty darn solid infantry anyway, so I reckon we'll have no problems. These guys actually are a fairly full-up unit, considering most of them are now dead. Is there a ram coming as well? Indeed there is. Honestly, I think you needed to have sent that ram at the same time. Yeah, you're going to have some problems if you're just going to try and climb the wall here. I don't think we're going to have to deal with... use my catapult of doom. I really love this as they enter a city. Just use a flaming bolt into them and everyone breaks immediately. It's great fun. I think we did a lot of that on the Kalmar Union campaign, also known as the Fire and Explosions Are Funny campaign. Yeah, 58% of them gone, 10% of us. They're already fleeing down the ladder. And with that, I don't think they're going to get very far because... Yeah, we only lost 6 men there. We have 69 left of our magic spearmen, and I don't reckon that they'll be. I don't think they'll be defeated by any of these lot. Amazingly, the Rams actually made it to the gate, so they actually might be able to send a few men in. In which case, I guess it's worth actually using some of my lovely bows again. Okay, you might get a little run out yet, sir. We'll see about all of that. So. Get ourselves onto fire. We're going to shoot in once we have a pile of them in here, which is why this side is a little bit empty. We'll just, let those chaps run in a little bit. Might just loosen these guys up here, just a little touch, just so that we've got a little bit of a spread to cover this position. And yeah, they're going to come in. They are going to find us a little bit tricky to beat, I imagine, because, yeah, we are... They've instantly fled. They're like, oh, it's an empty city behind. It's not an empty city behind, lads. You got the wrong memo and all of that. But these guys, 72, that's quite a lot. These guys need to be absolutely splattered as they walk in. So get yourselves on auto fire at whoever you like. Now it's time to go and get Mr. Kasplat Splat in on the battle. Yes, come on, come on. Load the machine. Catapult is ready. Come on, get your shot in. Anytime you're ready, it's literally taut. Why is it not firing? Shoot at them. No! You're not supposed to ruin everything. Oh, now the Genitae are in here too. Ridiculous. The cavalry are piling in. Now you've really just fire at will. Just do what you want. Come on. Now my spearmen up here probably need to just come down. I'm sure that we can cover all this. Right, get a shot in. Get a shot in. That will win us the battle. Yes! I kind of half missed it, but I think it's done the job. They are pretty much splattered by all of that. Oh, there they go. There they go. Get into the next unit. That is how you win a defensive siege, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, they held back a lot of their cavalry for this moment, and whilst in some ways that was working out for them, it wasn't with all of the catapult fire. Oh, that is how you do it. I've got one unit here that's just kind of trying to hold. Second one's coming as well. Even if you barely hit them like there, the morale penalties are just ridiculous. Shooting at that general. This is how you kill That was a really bad shot, it must be said. Building captured. That's probably them after we blew a hole in the wall. No, come on quickly. They're about to hit us. No. Come on. Get your shot away. They're about to engage. Can't possibly let them engage with us. Come on. One final shot. Take out the general. Take out the general. That wasn't the idea, but it's done a lot. Ooh. Yes. No cutscene. Sadly, we missed him, but yeah, that's the victory. These guys are just immense in defending. Yeah, he's gone. Sadly, only to a few spears, not the fire. But as they flee out the city, it's probably time to stop. Thank you very much. Cavalry, get on top of anyone who tries to flee at this point. Do not let them in. And most importantly, these guys are actually hanging outside the city. You chaps, get yourselves over here. Start mopping them up. I forgot I had you. Yes, we won't let them escape. No escape for you chaps. Let the general out here as well. Mop them up. I think it's fair to say that victory is ours at this point, and I don't really know what's left in the city. I imagine most of them have been shot down. Yeah, just a few more knights over there. Let's get our cav on top of those militia. Let's get these guys back towards the gate, because I reckon we can take these guys out as they try and flee the city. Yes, come on. Who have we got? A few of these mailed knights. Get on top of them. They missed. We totally missed. Okay, we can literally stand at the gates. Cut them down at the gates. Oh, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Just a few men got away, but there we go. Beautiful defence of our fortress here. With the amount of cavalry they're piling in, we could have potentially had a problem here. I mean, I would have just thrown my general in, and I had a Pavis crossbowman who can do the job up here. But, yeah, catapult in a fortress, or any kind of town, to be honest, just does the job with magnificent, what's the word? Just joy. Yeah, joy, let's go with that. At least we're 28% of ours killed and 100% of theirs. The time's actually ticking down because their attacks actually run out of time. There we go, we've actually managed to kill them just within the time limit. Yet more victories for our Portuguese general there. Oh, it is magnificent. And with that, we have Prince Arias captured. I don't think they can afford it. We're going to release... No, we're not. We're going to ransom. They accepted. Fair enough. Well, we'll let him get away, and we'll deal with him again very, very soon. Bologna. Okay, Tancred Blackenberg. Up in the north, we do need someone else up there. That is good news indeed. So, up in the town here, you, sir, your name is Stefan. You could go to Staufen. But no, I'd rather up in our house. So you go and look after that. You make sure that grows a little bit with your very good level of chivalry, or at least some chivalry. Turks are now officially the most sophisticated in the world. Oh, and Sigismund over here in Florence is enjoying a nice day out. But it's time for him to get on with some work. And the work is probably going to be killing the Pope and his men. So they're here outside of Bologna. I reckon, yeah, we can charge into the flank of this army over here. So let's go and grab an army. Head over there. We'll take him out. We'll get into that momentarily. Now, before we go and do that, let's just go and check what's going on in this part of the world, because we just let Spanish factionaire go. I don't think he has an awful lot left, though. I reckon we can probably have a good charge at this man. So let's go over here. And, yeah, we'll head in. Now, how have you recovered so well? I captured you. I probably should have just killed your bodyguard and just let you go, but there we are. Oh, well, I reckon we'll be fine. Let's charge in. Let's kill him. I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen, this is a hard battlefield to figure out. Where can he even stand on this? I reckon he has to be down here because, yeah, if you can't get around to it, then you're not allowed to stand on it. So I imagine, if with all of this, I mean, maybe he can climb his way up. If he can climb his way up any of that, that will be horrendous. No, I reckon he's stuck down here. I reckon he must be. Otherwise there's going to be a nonsense of a battle. So I'm hoping that, yeah, if I just stand up on this little bit, I'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, we've got ourselves the higher ground. Ooh, you come over to us. He could have, in theory, been up that cliff, but no, he's down in this beautiful crevasse here. So what are they going to do? They're just going to run into a corner. Good. Works for me. Just go and charge at them then. They're going to run into a corner and then run back up a little side hill. Oh, yeah, that kind of makes some sense. That's pretty well idea for you. Oh well. Their militia is going to get itself murdered. And I'm going to come over here and just see what I can tease them into. We're going to get ourselves a little bit of a charge into their flank, which is probably a good way to start. Just pile into that. No idea what the height is in this place anymore. The camera is having an absolute nightmare. But I think we've done a bit... Oh, we lost 11% to their 1. I don't know how we did that. Okay. Apparently we didn't do very well there. Didn't do very well there at all. We'll back up the hill. And then let's just see what we can do. Get on top of the Ginite, because their javelins can be annoying, but we'll beat them in hand-to-hand pretty easily, I imagine. So we'll hack them down, and now they are running over here, which probably gives us a good chance to go and catch them out. So you guys hack them down. Ginite are slowly being chunked, but honestly a little bit too slowly for my liking. Town Militia and the Mercenary Spearmen not in a good place. Neither are we, because they're now on that high ground that we started on. Okay, I reckon we'll be okay. Probably. Bit of an uphill charge here, but that general is in a really vulnerable position, and I think a lot of lances just went through his face. Sadly, his face is quite tough apparently, so we will at the very least be able to give him a good chunk in here, and if the rest of their men want to run off, that works very well indeed. Good. He's down to 50 at this point. Chase him down. Do not let him escape. We just want to kill him. We've got a good ransom for him, so if we can just kill him now, I'd be very happy indeed. So chunk him away. I reckon we've got him again. We do indeed. He has fallen. So with that, we probably should just flee at this point, but I'll be honest, I reckon without their general, they're not going to last very long anyway. So we'll just get on top of these guys over here. Mostly spearmen. They're not that weak, actually, are they? No. We should probably just pull out of that just to make sure we don't get anything stupid happen, like kill ourselves. Onto the town militia, chop them up. These guys, honestly, do you want to get away? You're kind of welcome to run. Seeing as they're wavering here at the front, we'll just charge straight into them. Hopefully it'll break them. Indeed, it immediately has. I'm just going to pull out and leave our lads to have a moment of rest. If we can at all manage that. The mailed knights could be tricky if I'm not careful. They're now shaken, so just pull out of there. Just want to get our generals killed as the enemy general. Bit of an awkward affair this, but I reckon we've just about managed to win this. There we go. That was an awkward battle, wasn't it? But there we are. I trust in my generals. They've done their work. Yahao and his mate have done it once again. This time I don't think we'll let him escape. I think this time well, we might ransom him again. Maybe we'll ransom him. We'll just we'll let a couple of the men get away. But we'll see if they can pay off once more. But I very much doubt it. We just continue to mock them, don't we? This time I think he's officially dead, actually, because we're not having him offered up. Interesting. So we'll just release them. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, we killed him. And with that, we should be gaining lots and lots of the old chivalry because we keep on releasing the men. Good. Chivalrous in rule, promised attacker, good at the walls, appreciated, blah, 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 blah. Compassionate victor, +2 chivalry. Good. So with that, we can now... Oof. 2 dismounted feudal knights. Oh, that is what I need in my life. Let's have... Can we merge? No, I don't want to merge these two guys. We'll have to merge a little bit individually here just to be safe. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, let's get those guys re-healed up. We'll head back to town. We should be fine until later. We can now get ourselves some proper units. Over here, though, yeah, let's get the fortress upgrade as well. That will give us dismounted feudal knights. Means we're going to be in an incredibly strong position over here in Spain. Now, what do I want to do next? Do I want to go for Leon? Want to go for Zaragoza? I think Leon, because it's a more developed town, kind of cuts Iberia in two. Portuguese will probably attack me then, but they'll probably attack me anyway, so Needn't worry about any of that. So he's now a proven commander. How is he overall then? 4 on command. A bit harsh considering he's already gone and taken on several armies. I mean, he had, what, 2 battles outside Valencia. I guess one of them was technically just walking into the town, but he still conquered the town. Took the castle, or took the fortress even, defended the fortress, went and dealt with the guy he just ransomed again. Although, I'll be honest, it was a chivalrous battle because we went in with the odds against us. So it was an honourable affair, and the Byzantines are back for another war, which is probably fine by me because what it really means is that we'll just get some peace for some expensive monies. Good indeed. Right, Venice has itself a bit of repairing going on. You still can't retrain those guys, but ooh, halberd militia. I wouldn't mind some of those. They're fun. Good news for everybody. Good news for all. In terms of the upgrades here, Merchant Bank do not translate, not meant for this culture. I didn't think about a couple of these buildings, did I? Oh well, I'll happily have it. We can get the building on its sand, which is very nice indeed. How expensive is that? Very, very expensive. I can get the racing track as well. Ooh, happiness. I would rather get the warehouse for big piles of money. So let's get big buckets of money for the short term. And Genoa, I think, what do we want? Oh, ballista towers. Yes. Well, we're starting to get some of the juicy mid-game stuff come through now, aren't we? I love it. We have quite a lot of money. The money is definitely looking good after that ransom and all the other business going on. Shisha Den, we don't really need that right now. We probably can do with the odd building in these towns up north. Let's get the roads built up there once we get to next turn. And yes, the mines, that's 180 over there. Indeed it is. Stockholm is moving on, but not especially quickly. Stettin, honestly, just a bit more farming. Just keep that going onwards and upwards. Need to keep an eye on what's happening in Vienna because, yeah, I can't notice they're starting to build up a little bit more in terms of their defensive forces. Can I afford 3 upkeep units? Indeed, it's 4. So we'll get that sorted out, and I will get the spy as well. Most of my money gone, but it's doing its job. It's doing its job. 49% Islam over there, 6% over there. Let's just send this guy back into the Venice region just to make sure we're converting. I do have myself a new imam over here, so probably a good plan to start sending him there. French priest won't do a big job, but possibly could be irritating if he's around for too long. This spy should probably stick around with our generals, so I can see the odd assassin around. But yes, indeed, it is time to go to head into these popey chaps. They'll just keep generating more and more family members, so we better go and kill them. Let's not worry about the night attack. Indeed, Prince Henry can be on our side. We'll control him, thank you very much. This should be perfectly fine to take on. Let's head in, let's go and kill the Pope's men before we launch this new jihad. We've joined our men together in a nice V-shaped formation, and that means we're just going to send in our cav to charge straight into the Vice Crossmen, who are rude enough to go and shoot at our chappies. So quickly go and deal with them. They have got some papal guard over here, by the way, so I need to be a little bit careful about all of that nonsense. But our men are perfectly happy winning at the start over here. So if our general goes and deals with that, probably actually go and send the rest of them over here. Now these guys, let's just group them all together at this point. Move ourselves in that direction, and the generals can probably go and mop all of that up. Get on top of all of that. If their general wants to be stupid enough to face on 3 of our generals, including our faction leader, he's absolutely welcome, and I reckon he's going to get himself slaughtered. Now, honestly, guys, at this point, they're clearly kind of about to, get on top of the battle here. So maybe we just kind of run and get into position, because that would probably be a sensible thing. Merchant Cav, you're not very good, but you can at least do something, so come and help us out. You, sir, you probably need to engage with this guy just to make sure that we are on top of him. He's down to 12. That's good. That's good. Merchant Cav, get in the back of that papal guard. Yeah, let's just start getting everyone in. Sheer numbers will win the day. Charge! And hopefully that charge will do the job on those guys. Merchant Cav are doing something, but not an awful lot. Our generals are going to get chopped away a little bit here, but hopefully not to their complete death. Yeah, it's a bit tight over there. We have, you can see here, Papal Guard, solid units. They're just still fighting. You would have thought they would have instantly given up, but they have not. Let's get these chaps in this direction to try and kill the general. That's one of them gone. Let's get the second general gone out of this battle because we need him cleared out ASAP. We have them completely surrounded, by the way, these guys, and they're still fighting. Papal Guard, absolute heroes. Surrounded. They are not going to break. Ridiculous. Anyway, does it look like we're going to be able to win this? You, sir, try and just pull out of that. You, sir, likewise. Leave this to Henrik at this point. The Pope is his guy to kill, or at least the Pope's men that he sends along. So if we go and get you two, come on, get on with your work. And yeah, you can just finish this guy off. Down to 4. Yeah, you should have him absolutely finished. As for the rest of this, just get in there. Obviously, we're just going to have to chunk them down to the end. It's actually ridiculous how much damage this Papal Guard are going to be doing, but we'll just have to take it, I suppose. It's a bit annoying when they actually fight, isn't it? Ah, there's the Pope's minion, Mr. McGee, and he's doing a good job of stabbing us, isn't he? Bloody Laura, we should probably kill him right about now. And yeah, we do look like we've finally broken him. So just make sure we actually cut him down. Merchant Cav, if you're good for nothing else, you're probably quick, so please go and help with that. Our other Cav actually got themselves killed, which I don't think is the cleverest thing in the world, but there we go. Yeah, Merchant Cav, get on top of this guy. Yeah, I think they certainly are quick enough. But they're going to do that stupid thing, are they? Not quite, but they don't. Ooh, one of them managed to do it. Well done, sirs. Got ourselves a fan number here, but honestly, I'm just going to execute on this occasion because sod the Pope and all of his men. Couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again! Or certainly that's how that felt, so I apologise. Okay. We are now able to... Can we merge those? I don't know. I can't remember how many men you actually get in those units. Now, we have good old Prince Henry here and Emperor Heinrich. If you can get your 2 men back to the capital, that would be perfect. You guys can't, so you might as well hang around there. We'll get a little bit of retraining done. Only the major stuff, to be honest. So, what have we got? Those 69, might as well heal up those guys. And yeah, that's about it for now, isn't it? That's about all we can do with some of this lot. Yeah, retrain. Just retrain those 2, and the rest we'll just have to wait a turn or so. We do have some more cavalry coming in though, which is good news indeed. With that, we should have a force together that next turn can start marching onwards towards Rome. Several noises of death in the end turn. I'm not quite sure what they were for. Merchants Guild in Prague. What happened? Undetected Sicilian. Okay, maybe that's the one we killed. I don't quite know what happened there. Did our spy die? I don't know. So Prince Henry has become chivalrous in rule. That's nice for him. We are the most advanced faction. Once again, the Byzantines are back at war. And the Byzantines are now allied with the Poles as well. Okay, and the Portuguese and the French. That's not a thing. Game, that's never been a thing. Okay, well, that aside, I suppose time to get this army together then. A little bit battered over here. Let's try and figure out what we've got. We've got ourselves 1 unit of the spearmen over here. We don't have any more for the time being. You can get retrained, so I think that's what we're going to have to do. Get a new fresh one. We'll retrain one of those as well. Okay, we'll just leave you in Bologna for the moment, sir. We might have to wait another turn for that. Did no one get assassinated then? I thought someone might have been assassinated. I think it was their spy trying to get in our town, and I think, was it our spy getting into Ragusa? Yeah, I think our spy got slaughtered at Ragusa. No, that hasn't happened yet. Now that's our spy being slaughtered in Ragusa. Okay, well, we'll send more. We've got more. Don't know why you're blockading us. We can clearly sink you. That's what we've just done. You've now put yourself in a stupid position. How about we have a ceasefire again and you give us lots of money? I'm now just abusing the game, but I don't care. So, 7,000 monies, please. So apparently your wealth is meagre, but I reckon that's fairly fair. They accept. Okay, well, there we go. That's back back to how things work in this game. I should probably find a fix for that in the files, but I find it kind of funny. It's kind of a nice solution to the fact they're going to stab you in the throat all the time. Now, as of Venice, we are getting ourselves the warehouse here. Probably should have got the masjid first. Would have been more sensible. But on the plus side, we can at least bring things together. I want to see my troops over in Toledo, though. Yes, I would very much so. Can you, sir, just wander a tiny bit in that direction to make it back to Toledo? Not quite, which is a bit unfortunate. You can put down a watchtower. This is a good vision. And you can wander over there. I don't like this Portuguese army. I know they can't get through back to their mainland without going via here, but I don't like that at all. Thank you. Right, we'll retrain these two because we can, and otherwise, probably a good chance to get some more Pavis set up. So we'll do that in the short term. What about using up our troops over there? We'll just hold on. Get some nice forces together in Toledo, because we have plenty we can get trained. High quality troops, which is nice. Now over here, obviously we're full of towns, which means we need to get things built up. The problem with killing family members of the Pope is that they'll just come back almost immediately. So yeah, we're going to have to figure out how we do that. In the meantime, though, good old Prince Henry probably wants to join his father in this crusade, doesn't he? So, you, sir, get yourself over here.
Some say I am a jewel.
You are a jewel of the Mediterranean. Indeed, you probably maybe are, but I don't really care, because we can't marry the princesses anymore, which is a little bit sad. As for Hungary, they're wandering up to the border just yet. I was a little bit worried they might turn up, but they're not doing it quite this second. So we'll probably get the road built next time, just to make sure we can reinforce, because I'm starting to get a little bit worried about this border here. We should probably make sure we've got some enforcement on it. Now, Metz still hasn't fallen, which suggests that Staufen, it's probably time for you to start bothering a little bit. So, what are we doing? How are you doing with the conversion? 36 isn't as much as I would have hoped, actually. But if nothing else, what can we get here? Garrison. Let's get the garrison quarters. We might as well. We'll hold back on that cavalry, but we can probably get some mercs anyway, can't we? Yeah, you know what? Sod that. It's just not worth it, is it? We can get ourselves all the mercenaries we want just by wandering across the border. There's only actually 2 on this side of the border. You can go and lay that under siege. We'll grab what we can. That'll be absolutely fine. Get a ram. We'll siege that down in time. And yeah, have that under our control. We might as well get Metz at this point. Dijon hasn't fallen either because the French are useless. Looks like they are going for it at this point, but we'll try and beat them if we can. Just keep a close eye on all of that nonsense. And here it comes, the inevitable backstab by Portugal. That's what they love to do, and besiege their old family member. That means there's a big fleet of Portuguese chaps as well. Will the Pope leave us alone? We're just trying to get an army to go and kill you. European paper, lovely. Just south of Valencia. See, we've just invented paper, and now it looks like they want to get rid of us. Just ridiculous. Right, Portugal. They're going to come into the city here. Now, we're actually shorter on these infantry than we used to be, but now we have ourselves a few more Pavis and some dismounted feudal knights. So I don't reckon they're going to get anywhere. Apparently, we had a mission to blockade Thessalonica. Never had any idea that was a thing. I would honestly say my wisdom was infinitely better. Portugal and Moors have broken their alliance. The Moors actually have remained with us. Wow, we still have a friend. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? This guy's going to have a dancer. Where are you? Somewhere. Show yourself. Are you the one in Zagreb? You are indeed. Okay. Best keep you there for the time being. Quite happy with you hanging around. Pope needs to be cleared out. There's yet more Pope forces coming along. I would say that's a good plan on the route of our crusade, actually. So, let's go and get some of our troops together. We have ourselves plenty of infantry over here. You come and join together. Now, as for our crossbowmen, we have the 3 in the town over there. Venice is now quite unhappy which is not unsurprising, but we'll keep it sorted out with a few more units. They'll chill out in time. It's absolutely fine. As for this army, we need to go and make sure the spy's with him as well. We will call the crusade. And what else do we want, by the way? Probably want all of that cav. You come and join us as well. This is coming together. It's coming together, and we can probably just grab a few more of these infantries as well. Perfect. So, where is any kind of priest with any kind of level of doom on him? Declare a jihad, I would say at this point. What can we get? Krakow, Rome, Constantinople, Leon, Lisbon, Cordoba. Well, some of these are going to be useful pretty soon, aren't they? We have called a jihad on Rome. Rome will fall, and yes, Heinrich. Join the jihad. Thank you very much, my good man. And with that, we'll head south and go and take on the Pope's forces at Florence. I don't think they're going to do very well against us, are they? No, they're not. Alex, very good indeed. Right, I reckon we just need to pull a few little bits and pieces together here before we move on. Because next time, ladies and gentlemen, next time I think we are going to be moving on to Rome. We've got to defend Florence. That shouldn't be too hard with this army. But we do have a new enemy to take on, the Portuguese. And with that, we have some ships which are going to start causing us trouble. The French are floating around. The Sicilians are hanging around. We've hired up a few mercenaries here. Got myself a general too. So, I don't know. We will probably be fine in good old Corsica. But I'm just going to be careful about all of this because they could cause us some problems in a few turns' time. Yes, of course, we do have the Portuguese to go and finish off. They're causing us a few issues over here in Toledo, but frankly, that's just an invitation to take the whole peninsula. At this point, the Moors are only holding on to Granada, and I reckon we should go and help them out, perhaps by going to wipe out all of their old enemies. So that'll be good. That'll be very good indeed. This won't be any issue. It's just about moving forwards from there. Although I think I'll be one turn away from the fortress upgrade, which means yet more brutal troops over in Valencia. Ooh, that'll be glorious indeed. I hope you will join me for all of that, but for now I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Tenos Human, and this has been our Islamic Holy Roman Empire campaign. Thank you, and goodbye. Go, my pappies, go! Hunt down the German dogs. My chariots are complete lunatics. Stop charging into the spears. Stop charging into the spears. Why do these guys not break? Everyone else has fled. Go home. Go home. What is happening at the chariots?